Hi, in this video we're going to learn how to use Mixamo animation clips to create our own animations using our 3D custom characters. So to do this you will need to have your own 3D character completed, and as you can see all of my modifiers have been applied. I only have this one character object here in my Blender scene. So with your object selected, go File, Export, FBX, and I'm just going to call this one PNinja Test. I'm going to export that, so give your FBX an appropriate name. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to Mixamo.com. So this is Mixamo.com. This is an Adobe site. It's free to use. You will need to make your own account when you get here though in order to use it. And what you do is you click Upload Character, and then all you need to do is drop and drag your character file, your FBX, into here, and then it will upload. It won't take too long. So here is my purple ninja. All right, I'm just going to click Next. And this part is pretty straightforward. You want to keep a pretty close eye on the guide over here to the right. So we make sure that the mouth is aligned where the mouth is meant to be on the model. There should be some slight overlap on the hands. For the wrists, my elbows are going to go right here on the on my little wrist strap. My knees. So use your little preview window to make sure that you're getting everything into the right place. Right, then click Next. Now this next part might take a little while, so I'm going to pause the video here. Alright, that took me about 40 seconds. So now you can see my character is loaded in. I'm just going to click Next. Alright, and my character is loaded in with the last kind of pose that I was looking for. So the first thing that I want to do is find a nice idle animation. I want a starting animation that is pretty standard. I'm going to go for this happy idle here. Yeah, kind of just a joyful idle pose. Going to download, and I want to choose with skin. So the first one that we choose, we're going to have with skin. Download. Okay, and then the next one, I want to have a walk. So I want to get this crouched walk. I think that's a good walk for a ninja. So I'm going to choose that one. Make sure that I have in place ticked. And this time when I go to download, I want to go without skin. So without skin, download. And then I just need one more. So I'm going to choose a jump next. Once that finally downloads. So now I'm just going to search for jump. And I think this jump looks pretty cool. So I'm going to download this jump. Download without skin. Perfect. And so now we can head back over to Blender. So I want to go File, New General. And I'm just going to delete all of this. So A, to select everything, delete, file, import, and I'm going to import my first FBX. So the first FBX is going to be the happy idle. So my happy idle looks like this. Now what I want to do is I want to expand this up a little bit, and then if I right click here with the arrow looking like that, yeah, go horizontal split. Okay, now I'm going to turn this over to dope sheet. Yep, and then action editor. And then I'm going to turn this one over to the, I'm going to turn this one over to non-linear action editor. Okay, first thing I want to do is just rename this little armature action. I'm going to call this happy idle, but you can call yours whatever is appropriate for the first kind of pose that you have downloaded. All right, making sure we have the rig selected. So the rig needs to be selected there. We're going to click push down. And you can see now that that has been pushed down onto the nonlinear action editor, and it's a strip. So the rig is now responding to being played. So this is the idle strip. Cool, now I can make that longer or shorter if I want to. I can go to the action clip down here and I can add some repeats, and you can see that it lengthens or shortens how long I'm idling for. I'm just going to leave it as 1 for now. All right, next thing is going to be to import our next FBX. So go File, Import, FBX. And the second one was our crouched walking. So got my crouched walking, and you can see it's brought in another armature. So first thing I want to do is rename it. Rename the armature as well. You don't want to get into a situation where everything's just called armature and you're not sure what they are. Okay, I'm going to hide it because I don't need to see it. And it's also got the keyframes all selected here too. So I'm going to put the needle to about where I want my crouch to be and then just drag them over. So I'm just pressing G for that, okay? G to grab those and then push them down. I think I might not have had my armature selected. I didn't. All right, so I need to have the same armature selected as the happy idle. So the happy idle armature needs to select and then crouch walk. There we go. And now you can see all the keyframes are right where I want them, right? Because we moved them over. All right, so I'm going to push them down. Now I have both my happy idle and my crouch walk selected because they're both orange, right? So I'm just going to deselect. I can click on my crouch walk. So the crouch walk is the only one that's active now, and that will automatically disable itself if you add a blend in. So if you scroll over here, add some blend in, and so it's nice to kind of create a staircase sort of shape with these. So idling away, and then it will blend into the crouch animation. So let's add a nice blend so that it's kind of blending slowly. See that? It's sort of just blending from one pose to the next. And let's add a little bit of a repeat there. We might sneak for, let's do 1.5. Lots of crouch sneaks. Okay. Yep, and then the last thing we're going to do is add our jump. So it's going to be the same again. So File, Import, FBX, Jumping, and going to rename the action to Jump. Rename this armature to Jump. Hide it. Click on the happy idle armature, the first one, otherwise it won't work. Now we can find the action, Jump. Now you can see they automatically come in at the start of the timeline. So once again, they are already selected. So all we need to do is press G to drag them over to here. Press push down, and there you go. So we need to go over to the jump. It's a pretty cool jump, and add in a bit of a blend in. All right. So we're blending in from our crouch walk into a great jump like that. It's pretty nifty. So I can always hide that as well. There you go. Crouch and then a jump. Yeah. And so you could parent your armature to an empty and then move the empty around as well if you wanted to create some character movement. And that could be a good way of controlling the movement of your character if you're wanting to make them go all over the place while they're doing their animations as well. But we'll leave this tutorial there, and I'll catch you in the next one.